So we've got Josh from book.io. I really appreciate your time. I've been talking to a lot of different projects tonight. I've really found this event, I've spoke to a load of Cardano projects, which obviously we go to blockchain events and we speak to loads of different blockchains, but tonight I've been in my element because I love Cardano.
Awesome.
And I love what you guys are doing. Obviously the Ape Society have left. I'm asking the hard questions tonight. I'm not beating around the bush. The Ape Society's left.
Yeah.
There's a massive gap in Cardano.
Yep.
And what you guys have been doing, and I know the support, the community, and I see from the outside what you've been doing, there's a massive space there. And do you feel like now you can capture it and probably be the number one project on Cardano?
Well, we do kind of fundamentally different things, so I don't really see necessarily like we're going to fill their space because they're,
But I mean by volume, I mean by...
Yeah, I think,
you know how it's weighted.
I think by volume, I think we actually maybe surpassed them at one point.
Okay.
With the Gutenberg, so, and then just sheer like size of number of mints and number of, assets. We're just on a different trajectory.
Do you think with the business model you've got, because it's such a clever business model, because a lot of these projects have a 10K collection.
Yeah.
They bring out a baby, they bring out a little, and they can just, but the way you've got the business model that you started from the start is books.
Yep.
There's millions and millions of books out there.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you can just keep building and keep generating and keep offering a lot to the community?
Yeah, so we've launched ebooks, and then we've also launched audiobooks.
Yeah.
So our goal really is to take all books, and we're actually integrating print books as well that we're going to be writing to the blockchain, so you could verify that that's an authenticated print copy, and then bundling those and bundling them in like retail stores as well.
Okay.
So it's for us it's all books and all e and audio, and when you start to look at that, then you get to there's about 30 million titles. So if we multiply that by, say, even 1,000 units per, and now you're talking about billions of assets on chain, right? Yeah. So actually next week we're launching Stuff.io, which is our sister property, which will be all music and video. So we anticipate doing the same thing there to bring all music, decentralize it completely, have it all encrypted, so you could own music again, you could own videos, you could own interviews like this, you could actually create an episode and sell it.
How big is that though? Because I feel like a lot of degens, a lot of people, reading's okay, but music's cooler and video is cooler.
Yeah.
So you've already done so well in the book side of things. This is going to be a trajectory like this for you.
Yeah. So to us, it's all the same. Like what I really want to do is empower creators. So what we've sort of found, right, is like traditional media existed in these silos. If you wanted to have a book, then you went to a book publisher and you couldn't put out an album. If you wanted to put out an album, then you could never write a book because you're a music artist. Right? So what new media, what Web3 enables creators to do is to blend those, right? So there's no reason an artist couldn't say, I want to write a collection of short stories, I want to create a background album for that, I want to have some poetry, I want to include a bunch of photography, I want to have an interview of behind the scenes. I can create this whole rich experience. And that's why we called it Stuff, right? It's not siloed in like traditional media and saying like it's only this thing, it's only that thing. And so our technology allows us to use a multitude, like true mixed media, right? And expand outside of saying, a CD is this big and it can only contain this much music, and that's basically got replicated in streaming music. But if you take those confines away and say, why couldn't I get a Jay-Z song that's 25 minutes long? Right?
But the thing
you remove these confines.
No, I love that. I love that because I know with music is something I'm really passionate about, and I know with artists always moan about all these streaming services which they stream 1 billion times and they get paid peanuts for it.
Yeah.
Whereas this allows them with their own music to be able to get it out to a lot more people and using blockchain to do that.
Yeah, so I mean what's crazy is you have the most, in music in particular, I'll pick on it, right, is there's some of the most, the artists that we listen to are the most influential people that they're culture setters, right?
Yeah.
And they can't make money on the thing that they created that is dictating culture. That's crazy, right? And so then it's a hustle to try to sell merchandise or to try to have concerts instead of like, what we want are like true rock stars. Like they should make money on the work that they produce. And now what we've done is we've devalued their work to a zero value by streaming it. Right?
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily the fault of how that happened. It happened that way because technically the invention of blockchain and digital assets didn't exist.
But they've done it on themselves. Like a lot of these artists now just said, I'm not signing with a record label.
Yeah.
I'm only going to put it out on YouTube.
Yep.
And the money they make from the views on YouTube is enough and more than the album companies used to give them for like a free album, 4 or 5 album deal.
Yep.
So what you're doing there is integrating like social media side and putting it on the blockchain and really putting music on the blockchain.
Sure, yeah, because
like
they don't
you've done
really
with
make that
books,
much
yeah.
on the video either, right? If you think about what a music video has been, and traditionally was effectively a commercial for that album, right? So that you would then go and buy that album. And so what's happened is now there is no value in selling the album, and there's no value in the music video because it's just a giveaway, right?
Yeah.
What this will allow them to do is you could monetize the music video, right? So you could have an artist come out, like a Jay-Z come out, and he could drop, 10,000 music videos, and only the person that owns it can watch the music video. Like, that would be radical, right? It would be super cool. They could put a ton of work into it, and the money that they spend creating these like really cool works of art could actually then be monetized for them directly.